106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gull Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas ticket.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com. That is right. You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio here on irlonestar.com worldwide and also Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. And this is Dick with Mornings with Lone Star. I want to let everyone know we are live on our YouTube and Facebook page on Lone Star Community Radio because I have special guests in the studio. And I have Rick and Megan from the new Madeleine Cafe. And we're going to be talking about the new location on the South Loop over there by all the new cool stuff, like where Incredible Pizza is, my other favorite restaurant, Waffle House, all that kind of stuff. So we have Rick and Megan in the studio. So glad to have you guys in because we're going to be talking pastries and French stuff, I guess. Are y'all French?
Partially.
Partially.
Canadian.
I love it.
French is inspired.
I like it. Yeah, because one thing I don't know if people really know is La Madeleine is, it didn't start in Texas, but there's a lot of Texas locations, right?
So it started in Texas.
It did?
In the Dallas area.
Okay.
In 1983.
So I got that totally wrong. I love
Yes.
it. I love being told wrong.
But I guess the dream and the vision started in France.
Absolutely.
So our founder, Patrick Escaret, had immigrated to the United States and had the dream of having a brick oven and the pastries and the coffee and all of his mom's home cooking.
I like his dream a lot.
Yeah.
I really do. Because if people don't know, I want to find a camera later in the interviews. They brought a whole spread for Lone Star Community Radio. So if you're in the neighborhood, stop on by and get a muffin, a pastry, and some coffee because this is really good.
Well, one of the things that people don't know, or is not too public, is that Patrick was backed by the owners of
Neiman Marcus.
So
Didn't that start in Dallas too?
They pretty much funded him.
Well, that's what's really interesting to me about y'all's restaurant is it's a French-inspired cafe. Mm-hmm. So the food, when you get there, it's not like a fancy place where you got to sip your coffee with your pinky up and you have tea rooms, but you serve all the stuff that tea rooms would serve.
It's more like a countryside food type.
Yeah.
From what do you call that?
Well, like
region?
the rustic French country, and so you want to feel like you're at your mom's kitchen table.
Yeah,
right?
And she happened to be French,
yes.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
French Canadian.
Actually, she was the mastermind behind the whole thing.
Yes,
Much.
she really was.
Well, I guess that's really kind of a good question is when people come to the restaurant, what kind of quality of food are they looking at? Because when you tell me countryside type food, I'm thinking comfort food. I'm thinking hot, there's going to be some apple somewhere around there, like apple pie or something. I see a lot of sweets.
Caramel apple Danish.
Yeah, see, that's what.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't think of La Madeleine being a sweet shop. I did not think that. I always thought it was like soups and like good French-inspired food, but not sweets.
It was, I guess, mainly a bakery at first that slowly evolved to adding menu items as they grew, but yeah, pretty much comfort food.
And that's really the showcase and centerpiece when you walk into our cafes. We hope one of the first things that you notice, and it's intentional with the design, is our pastry case. So all of our fresh bread and baked goods made every day, and our pastries that are made by hand, so the little mini fresh fruit tarts.
So all that stuff in front of me, you made somebody make that. Like this morning.
We bake every morning.
That's insane. That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. So let's tell. That's what we should tell people is you guys. Your location is right across from Incredible Pizza. It's in the newer shopping centers, and I think it's the Five Below one, the one with all the like the Marshalls and everything.
Bank of America is there.
So it's
as
all
well.
and people. You guys open pretty early then.
Yeah, so as early as 7 a.m.
7 a.m. You can get your pastry and your coffee right there.
And if you download our app, you order ahead, and you just walk in and pick it up, and it's already paid for, and you go.
And another important thing to let people know is that I never knew. I went to I want to let everyone know. I went to the ribbon cutting with the chamber, so I learned a little bit about La Madeleine. And you guys cater pretty much to any type of event known to man. That's what I've learned. Like you could feed 10 people, you could feed 100 people.
Yeah.
So
We've
Or 2,000 we just did
we've
for
done
St. Jude's.
2,000 people. Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to tell the listeners, like these delicious pastries in front of me, you can bring it to your family. You don't just need to buy one; you can buy like 100 of them. So they can handle it. You guys can handle it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And so just a walk in, grab something really quick on the way to an event, or if it's going to be something planned, we have servers and attendants that can come help support your event,
Cater
Yeah.
your
all the way to
event.
full
Yep.
service.
Yeah, because the one I grew up around was the one I want to say was on 1960 and
Champions.
Yes, Champions. That was the one I grew up around because it was there. It's been there for a while. I don't know if it's still,
Still
there.
there.
Original
there.
to Houston area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our first location.
That
Because
in
it has
Houston.
a, it has
That
a
was
nice
the-
patio
yeah.
outside,
The
and that's
very
where.
first location was that one.
Oh wow!
In Houston. Yeah.
Now lucky me, right? But I just remember the patio, and that's where I would just go sit, and yeah, that's what my memory of La Madeleine is, and the soups, because my mom would always bring the soups, but you like the pastries. We're not doing the soups, huh?
Well, I mean, it really all is great. And that's the wonderful thing is breakfast, lunch, dinner, just some sweets to go, or a full-service catering event. Like you said, we can really fill any need. If there's hungry people, we will be there to feed them.
Yeah, the catering I just never even thought of because I always thought you guys were just a restaurant that people like to go eat because it was like you said, it was like comfort food and things. And people are one thing I will say is La Madeleine has that quality, that the consistency of quality. So when you go to different, like if you visit Dallas, oh, let's go to La Madeleine. It's going to be just as good as the one over here in Conroe and kind of stuff like that.
Yes.
So unless Rick is not working that week, then it goes down, right?
And just for the record, I think that all our pastries and sweets, that's a nutritional part of the meal. So you have to start with that first. It's a must.
Well, what's your favorite sweet then? They make.
I overdo the chocolate almond croissant.
Did you bring one of those?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get a camera on that food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the best
is-
one.
It
But
is oh so nutritious.
what about yours, Megan?
Ooh, it depends on the date, but actually our bran muffin, I think, is one of our best kept secrets.
Yeah, bran muffin.
And then also I love the dark cherry and yogurt Danish if I want something a little sweeter.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? Speaking of this food, let me see. Keep talking about the food because I'm gonna try to get a camera angle on it, and I'm gonna try to get that going.
Yeah, so the chocolate almond croissant is
Put one out.
right over here.
All right, I'm putting a camera on it so people can see the spread they brought. So
This is
so
Rick's
Rick,
favorite.
so you're grabbing the chocolate.
Chocolate almond croissant.
Look at that.
And the dark cherry yogurt, they gotta
Guys,
see
I'm
that.
just on this camera right here. Look at that. That spread. Oh yeah.
And this is the dark cherry.
Everything's so flaky.
Yes.
That looks delicious.
Nice.
And right now for the fall, we have our caramel apple Danish as well.
Take a seat. Let's get eating. No, we're not gonna eat while we're talking on the air. But as people have seen, y'all do a whole spread, and like the box you brought, like that's how you serve it. You can just load it up with what people want and call ahead, right? Always call ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the new location over at the South Loop has been open, I want to say, since February? Is it
March
15th.
15th.
March 15th?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, I mean, people, that's one thing that's weird about that area is it's changing so fast, and you don't really know when things happen. Like when you drive by it, you're like, oh, when did that happen? When did that happen?
And
Have y'all
for me-
noticed that? Because y'all are right there in that little weird void where things just pop up.
Yeah, we've had several guests come in and said, did you just open? I said, no, we've been 6 months. And I said, oh wow.
Yeah,
Didn't know it.
that's that weird area that's growing so fast that I always get mad at when I drive through because there's so many people. I'm like, when did all these people get here?
And from the inside, it's really beautiful, but we're tucked away in that little corner with all those really tall pine trees.
We'll just chop them down,
So,
right? Can we do that?
unless you knew we were there, you may not see us when you're driving by in the street.
Yeah.
But once you're inside, it's a beautiful view because you feel like you're just looking out at the woods.
Because you have outside
Nice.
seating.
We do. We
Yeah.
have a nice patio out there. I think we can sit about 40 people out there.
40 people? Is that big?
Mhm.
I missed that. Because I parked behind the building. I guess that's my problem. And we also had that giant balloon thing in front of it, so I didn't really get to see. I guess that's where is that where the seating is? Is like literally right in front door, or is there one?
The patio, as you walk in, is on the right-hand side.
Okay.
It hugs the side of the building.
Okay.
Yes.
40 people. Jeez, I didn't realize it was that big. But there were a lot of people in the restaurant when we got there. I was kind of surprised that we were having a chamber event, and I thought everyone was part of the chamber, and guess what? They weren't. So when I was talking to some people, it's like, no, I'm just eating my food, man. Who are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm Dick Schishler with Mornings in Lone Star.
Yeah, so I would say about a third was the chamber, and then the rest of the restaurant, we had the lunch hour. And
Yes.
so the idea was kind of like kick off with the chamber and then stay for lunch. But
So let's kind of go over the basics with La Madeleine. You said it's basically French style, French inspired comfort food. Kind of. I mean, it's you can. I have the website on there. You can look up the menu. We get it. It looks good. But let's talk about what you guys do here. Like y'all are the Conroe location. Y'all are doing a cool things with schools. Like it's called a Spirit. Is it Spirit Week, or is it Spirit?
We call it Fantastic.
Fantastic fundraisers.
Yes.
Okay.
And that offers either spirit nights for schools or community partner dinners for nonprofits. And so, in different sports teams.
Yes, we do it a little bit different than other organizations that do fundraisers. We try to get the whole community involved. So what we do is we present the fundraiser to the school or organization and try to get them to participate on a monthly basis. And the reason for this is to create competition between everybody because there's a prize for the winner. Like for schools, the school that has the most participation, we feed the whole teaching staff for actually twice a year. We do it for the first half, August through December, and then January through
May?
Yeah,
I don't know.
May
They
or
change.
so.
They change it every year.
Correct, yes. And then so they have an opportunity to win a free meal for all the teachers.
And
So-
then within the school, the classroom each month that has the most participation gets a free meal for all the students.
Now, and this is something that is just ongoing, like all year round. And
Correct.
So you need school. You already have the schools. Are they ready to go?
So it is slowly getting started at this
Yeah.
location because it's a new location. We've had some organizations come in and do a one-off, and that's okay. We'll help any
Yeah. Well, I
the
want to know.
community
I just want to know if
anyway.
there's a school that wants to get a head start, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it tomorrow, and then they just start.
Yeah, there's still plenty of room.
yeah.
Yes. So actually, so we've done the Willis Wildcat basketball team. They were in this past week.
Yeah.
Conroe High School Band is going to be there on the 24th, so come out and support them. And then we're working out details with Wilkinson Elementary,
Yeah.
which is right around the corner. And so we should have more information on that soon.
So if if anyone's listening that is part of a nonprofit or part of the school system, the Conroe ISD here, contact you guys, right? Mm-hmm. I believe I put all your contact information in there. Yeah,
Sure.
we're good.
We got they can call the store and speak to any manager. We have Alex, Angie, Maria, and Barbara out there. So just call them up, set it up. You can send us an email at conroe@lamadeleine.com, and we'll get you the information that you need.
That's pretty cool.
Good.
I mean, competition is always healthy, especially when you're working for sweets.
It's fun. At some other locations, when the schools come out and participate, they go full out, and they'll have like the PTO come in and set up a little table so they can sell their little things to our guests and what have you. But also we've had the principals and some of the teachers get behind the line and pretend that they're working with us, and the kids just love it when they come in and see their teacher back there, and so it can be really fun.
And it's something that you participate in. This isn't something you just kind of like, here's a check.
Absolutely.
That's kind of different with a lot of organizations. It's
Yes.
just like, we just here really print it off and here you go. Now you're getting people working in the back getting covered in flour, right? I can't believe y'all make the pastries there. I'm kind of interested to see y'all's kitchen.
Come on down one of these days.
And it's all like that. Like, for example, this food in front of me is made at the Conroe location.
We're baking
You're
every
not
morning.
messing with me.
No, not
No,
messing
no,
with
no.
you. No.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
when La Madeleine first started,
Yeah.
interesting enough, we actually had a former model, and then as we grew, it became quickly not sustainable. There used to be a commissary and one
Yep.
main kitchen,
Yeah, that's what I was.
and the Carillion location off of Westheimer, and that is where everything was made for all the La Madeleines, and every day it would go out in trucks, and you'd order, right? But obviously,
Well, because when I think of pastries, I think of like there's probably one person that knows how to make them really well, and you guys are like, yeah, you're staying here. Mm-hmm. And then of course the other location, Conroe's being built, right? The new location, like how do we get someone who's just as good as this person?
you get them to come train. So actually, I was really proud that my pastry trainer got selected for the Conroe
Yeah.
opening.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess she's not. I can't claim her anymore because I'm no longer with the operations team. But I used to work out of the Clear Lake location
Okay.
before I branched out into the sales and marketing team. And
And now you're in
there's-
Conroe. That's amazing. You were in Clear Lake, and now you're in Conroe.
right?
Which one's
Opposite
better?
sides there. I'm all over Houston.
Which one's
Yeah,
which one's better? You got to be honest with me. Which location is
They're
the
all
best
great.
location?
But I would say, of course, I'm biased to Clear Lake because that's where I grew up.
Okay.
But Conroe, I really do love how in such a short time, it's really embraced the La Madeleine spirit of joie and service
Yeah.
and hospitality.
So Megan oversees our Central Texas locations as well as the ones in Oklahoma, and also assists with the ones in Louisiana and Georgia as well.
That's a lot.
So she's
In
busy.
San Antonio.
Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Central Texas.
He was doing
Central
state.
Texas.
He was doing states.
Central
Okay,
Texas.
yes.
Central Texas. San Antonio, Austin, yes. Waco.
So altogether, we have 43 locations.
Oh, my gosh.
And 19 of those are here in the Houston area.
Yes.
And the Conroe one is open 7 days a week at 7 a.m.
till 9 p.m.
till 9 p.m.
Yes.
And y'all can do everything there.
Yes.
That is amazing. Y'all do all the pastries. I have to come check that out.
The best one to see is the caramel creme brulee when we torch it. That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
my favorite because it
We
makes the
brulee it.
whole bakery smell like sugar.
Well, get your bakery needs from La Madeleine. I don't know why I never even thought of that. I always just thought of like French food, did it like lunch and dinner. I never thought of breakfast ever.
And now coming up for the holidays, we'll save you some time in the kitchen as well. We do have our holiday feasts.
Oh, that's right.
And if you are a business or office holiday party, the week before Thanksgiving, we have catering for hot delivery. And then the Wednesday and Thursday before Thanksgiving, we have it's a heat and eat package. So everything's already prepped. There's instructions, how long you put what in the oven and when.
Can I hire the pastry guy or girl? How about that? Can I get someone? Can I get every chef there to come to my house and cook La Madeleine?
Sure, as soon as they're done making all of our pumpkin pies.
Yes. So for the holiday feast, I guess the day before Thanksgiving is probably one of our busiest days of the year. People, they've already started, pre-ordering our holiday packages, and that day is just amazingly busy.
So that's a no.
So, yeah.
So that's a no. I can't have them come to my house and cook. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's a heads up to everyone listening. Like, if you want to order La Madeleine feasts, you got to get this ordered now,
Absolutely.
because
Yes.
y'all do
It's-
y'all do put a stop to it, right? If save millions of people.
we try to accommodate everybody, but there's been instances where, you know,
The kitchen's only so big.
And just run out of product.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we encourage the pre-ordering. So you'll guarantee to have it on if you need it for Thanksgiving or for Christmas.
And we do have the oven roasted turkey and ham. So,
Wow.
and that comes along with the mushroom gravy, cranberry apple cornbread
I'm
stuffing.
getting really hungry. So
It is good stuff.
Sweet potato casserole, all the fixins, our little sea salt breadsticks. So it's pretty delicious. And then you don't have to spend the whole day cooking. I like it. I started spoiling myself just because, especially after working in restaurants, and then you get home.
I wanted to ask that. Like, what is y'all's routine personally with La Madeleine? Do y'all eat it?
Go to La Madeleine, have chocolate almond croissant.
That's what you
with a
do
cup of
every
coffee.
morning?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So does the pastry chef go like, got this one just for you?
Well, somebody has to do the quality control test.
I
so
agree. I totally agree with that.
No problem.
He's so
doing
selfless.
that.
You know, he really sacrifices.
And Megan's just traveling to every location, so she gets to try the new things.
And speaking of new, we have baked pastas now on our menu. We're really excited about that. So for dinner, we have more hearty entrees.
Yes.
And excited to have some more
Yes,
variety
we
for
added them to the menu about 10 days ago or so. Yeah.
chicken cordon bleu pasta, 4 cheese pasta. Nice kind of, comfort food coming up for the winter season.
Yeah,
So
for sure. What would you say is La Madeleine's known for, food wise?
hands down our tomato
So-
basil soup. What'd you say?
Tomato basil soup, our Caesar salad, which is not really French, but it's a staple in our bakeries. Then we have a dish that is called chicken La Madeleine. That is a chicken breast topped with a nice mushroom sauce and with rice Provençal and any other side that you like. Could be mashed potatoes or green beans, what have you. And then on the sandwich, most popular one would be the chicken Parisian sandwich, which is chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese. It's a hot sandwich. It's good.
It's a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Almost as good as the chocolate almond croissant, I would say.
Now, that's going to be the first one I'm going to try
Okay.
because you keep talking about it.
Okay.
But anything else y'all want to talk about? Like, I know, thank you so much for visiting this morning and talking about food in front of me. I love it. I
there you
love
go.
morning, and I love the spread you guys brought. I mean, you guys should see it. There's so much variety to it.
You're gonna have to get back with us and tell us which one was your favorite and just rank them from.
Well, I'm just going to walk around City Hall and be like,
There
y'all
you
want to
go.
try this? Y'all want to try this?
There
You want
you
to try
go.
this? Just like walk into the mayor's office and just throw it in his face. Right. I love it. But yeah, because let's kind of recap. So the fundraising stuff you guys do is particular to y'all's location, and if a listener lives by another location, y'all do the same thing there.
At every location.
Every location.
yes.
So if you're a school or nonprofit, give you guys a call at the closest location and see how you can participate. That's really important for people to sign up. They're looking for people to sign up. And then also the catering side of La Madeleine I never really knew about, so I want to kind of tell people about it because I just never thought about it. And you guys cook everything at that location.
Mm-hmm.
That's intense. I really want to. Next time I go, can I call you and kind of see the kitchen?
Absolutely.
Please, I really want to, especially because they have to start making that stuff at like 3 a.m.
We get
Right?
there. We get there at 5.
So they start making the pastries at 5? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not not too bad. I can be there.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
I would love to
baking
see.
and-
I would love
yeah.
to see that. That'd be
Yes.
really interesting to see that because never thought of that. Makes me want to go now to
Okay.
eat there because
Well,
now
good.
we know it's fresh. That's nuts. I love it, guys. In the description below, I'm gonna put the contact information for that specific location in Conroe. If you don't know where that is, it's on the South Loop, right across from Incredible Pizza. It's in the new shopping center with Five Below and Marshalls, and I think it's called Home Goods or something like that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for being on the show with me this morning. And I encourage everyone to check out La Madeleine, no matter where you are, because there's 42 locations on Earth. I guess.
No, nationwide there's right at 100.
Okay.
Very close to 100. We are the largest franchisee. We have 43 of those,
Okay.
and 19 of them are in the Houston area.
Okay.
From Lake Jackson to Conroe.
That's a lot.
Everywhere's in between.
It's a lot of baking.
That's a lot of bacon.
Because every location bakes their own.
Yep.
No. See, that's what I'm saying. That's
Every
wild
day.
to me. So, guys, you've been listening to Mornings of Lone Star here at Lone Star Community Radio. We've been talking to Rick and Megan from La Madeleine. Check out their new location here in Conroe. And there's one in the Woodlands, too. So if you're in the Woodlands, you can, like in Montgomery. I think there's only 2 in Montgomery County. That's the one in the Woodlands, one in Conroe, which is wonderful. We're going to get back to the music. You can always be a guest or donate or anything. Visit us online at irlonestar.com/MWLS. We're out of here for the morning. Enjoy everything going on today. It is a good Thursday. And I believe coming up after me will be the Cindy Cochran Show, which I don't think she's here today. But yeah, stay tuned. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio.